Let me be very, very clear. When we talk about basketball, we are talking about greatness, we are talking about dominance, we are talking about legacy. And in the entire history of the National Basketball Association, two names stand taller than all the rest. Michael Jordan and LeBron James, these are not just superstars, my friends, these are icons. They are titans of the sport who have defined entire generations of basketball. The debate about who is the one true GOAT, the greatest of all time, is not just some barbershop argument. Oh no, it's much more than that. It is a passionate, deeply felt conversation that gets to the very heart of what we value in an athlete and a champion. This is the argument that matters. This isn't a casual discussion for the faint of heart. This is a serious debate for serious basketball minds. On one side, you have Michael Air Jordan, the man who was more than a player. He was a global phenomenon. He made the NBA what it is today. His intensity was legendary. His will to win was second to none. He attacked the game with a ferocity we had never seen before and have rarely seen since. He was a killer on the court, a stone-cold assassin who wanted to rip your heart out and show it to you. He was a marketing machine, a cultural force, and an undisputed winner in every sense of the word. He made winning look easy. On the other side of this monumental debate, you have King James. Now let's get down to the brass tacks. Let's talk about what really matters to so many fans. The rings, the championships. Because at the end of the day, the goal of the game is to win. Michael Jordan's championship resume is, in a word, perfect. 6 trips to the NBA Finals, 6 NBA championships, 6 Finals MVP awards, a perfect 6-0 record on the biggest stage. He never even allowed a series to go to a Game 7. Think about that. When the lights were brightest and the pressure was at its peak, Michael Jordan never ever lost. He was flawless. For many, this is the end of the discussion. How can you be the greatest if you have lost on the biggest stage? Then you look at LeBron James. An incredible player, no doubt. But his finals record tells a different story. 10 trips to the NBA Finals. That is an astonishing accomplishment in itself. 10 times he was the best player in his conference. But in those 10 appearances, he has a record of 4-6. 4 wins and 6 losses. 6 times LeBron James went to the finals and came home empty-handed. For the rings matter most crowd, this is the fatal flaw in his case for the GOAT title. They will tell you that Michael Jordan would never have lost to the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. They will say Jordan would never have been swept in the finals, something that happened to LeBron twice. Now, let's talk about something incredibly important. Let's talk about failure. And let's talk about what you do after you fail. Michael Jordan's career wasn't all championships from the start. He was swept by the Boston Celtics. He couldn't get past the Detroit Bad Boy Pistons for years, but he used those failures as fuel. He got stronger, he got better, and then he dominated. But the most significant public failure in this debate belongs to LeBron James, the 2011 NBA Finals. It was a disaster. He was passive. He looked lost. He averaged only 17.8 points per game against the Dallas Mavericks, and his heavily favored Miami Heat team lost. It was an absolute low point for him. After that humiliating loss, LeBron James could have folded. The critics were louder than ever. People were questioning his heart, his killer instinct, everything. But what did he do? He didn't hide. He went to work. He famously sought out the legendary Hakeem Olajuwon to improve his post-game. He dedicated himself to becoming a more complete, more unstoppable offensive player. He turned that into statistical dominance over 2 decades. Then, LeBron James has a powerful, compelling case as the greatest to ever play the game. He has been a model of consistency that is truly without peer. Look, I have been very loud and very clear on my personal feelings on this matter over the years, but this isn't just about my opinion, it's about the evidence. We have Jordan's unblemished record versus LeBron's incredible longevity and statistical accumulation. We have Jordan's unmatched intensity versus LeBron's unparalleled versatility and basketball intelligence. It's the ultimate head-to-head. One player defined an era with untouchable dominance. The other has redefined what is possible for an athlete's career span, leading 3 different franchises to the promised land, including the historic 2016 comeback with Cleveland from a 3-1 deficit. Ultimately, there may never be a definitive answer that satisfies everyone, and maybe that's the point. The debate itself is what keeps their legacies alive. It forces us to appreciate both of them more deeply. So I ask you, what is greatness? Is it the perfect, brilliant flame that burns hotter than any other but for a shorter time? Or is it the enduring star that shines brightly across the sky for decades? Is it about the number of rings on your fingers, or is it about the total body of work? The answer to that question will tell you who your GOAT truly is. And that is a debate that will, and should, rage on forever.